Okay. And are we ready for me to start?
We're ready.
Go for it.
Good. All righty. We will call the meeting of the Belleville Area District Library Board to order. And we will begin with the roll call. And for that, I call on our secretary, Alma Hughes-Grubbs.
Okay, just need a quick second. Oh, boy. Okay. Jerica,
Present.
Dawson,
Here, or sort of here.
Priest,
Present.
Jehevitz,
Here.
Peters,
Here,
Hughes Grubbs, here.
here. And you can mark Studemeyer as excused, and she will be here as soon as she can.
Okay.
Okie dokie, thank you.
Okay.
Next is approval of our agenda, which hopefully you all have. We'll take a motion and support for that.
So moved.
It's moved by Jeriga and supported by
Me.
Dawson that the agenda be approved. Are there any comments that anybody has about the agenda or any changes you want to make to it?
Mary
Hearing
Jo,
none.
Mary Jo, did you email it to me yet? This is Barbara.
Yeah, it should be in your email.
Okay, thank you.
Barbara, I think Barbara is asking.
For the board pack.
I can't get out of here.
This is the most bare bones. This is the most bare bones agenda we've had for quite some time. It's basically the basics of the board. But for the board members, we have a motion and support about the agenda. Oh, and here's the, well, with that, okay, I can still see everybody, so, okay. Are there any other questions about the agenda?
No.
Hearing none, then all those in favor, please, we need a roll call vote for everything. I can't see, with the agenda up, I can't see John, but I guess John is still there.
I'm
Well,
here.
you're the only person I can see, Sharon.
Well, now we can all see each other, right?
No,
Yes.
I can't see. I see Priest
Go
now.
down to the bottom list and see if it'll push, if you can, what does she have to push, gallery view or something?
Yes.
On the upper right-hand corner, there's something that should say speaker view or gallery view. If you,
Or it might be at the bottom.
If you want to see everybody, click on that thing that has a whole bunch of little
Sometimes it
squares
goes that
in
you
it.
only see the person who's talking.
Yeah, that's what I've hit that button and
Now you went away from us seeing. Now you got it so we
can't see you.
yeah, now we can't see you.
It really doesn't make any
We're just
difference because
trying-
we're all here.
yeah, I don't know how to.
I don't think we have
Okay.
to see each other. We're just trying to get the agenda approved. And I'm afraid the agenda approval has to be a roll call vote.
Okay.
Can you make a roll call vote?
Yes, I can. Okay, Jeriga,
Present.
No.
Or yes.
present?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Dawson, Dawson?
Yes.
Okay,
And-
Chehevitz,
Yes.
Peters,
Yes,
Priest,
Yes.
Hughes Grubbs, yes. And Stoudemire is excused,
right.
so that's everyone.
Thank you, thank you. And MJ, you can unmute yourself so we can hear you when you vote. But now we move on to public comments, and we do have a member of the public here. So I'm
Me-
wondering, Barbara, did you want to comment today?
You can all, the three incumbents can look for my letter of endorsement in the paper tomorrow.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You.
I think
Appreciate that.
Rosemary.
I was able to see that letter. It's a very good letter. Thank you, Barbara, because it's a very supportive letter to the entire library effort. And I was able to see an advance copy. And so I think that'll be very helpful to us.
Thank you, Barbara.
Well, that was the intent.
Good,
Thank
good.
you so much.
Yeah, it's important that we keep a very professional and highly principled group of people. We have important work to do, and I really appreciate the teamwork we've had, and I appreciate the community support. So thank you, Barbara, for that.
Well, we can thank all of you for our wonderful new library.
It is wonderful. Well, good, good. Is there anything more, Barbara?
Nope, I got my packet, Mary Jo.
Okay, good.
Okay, good.
Madam Chair? Sharon?
Yes.
I don't think you approved the minutes yet. You just did the agenda.
Oh, that's true. That's true. And I skipped ahead. Yeah, I skipped ahead to public comments. So thank you very much. Let's go back to item 3. I'm sorry. Approval of the minutes from the September 8th meeting.
I make a motion to approve. I
Moved-
second.
And Joy? Okay.
Moved by Chehevitz and supported by Priest that the minutes for September 8th be approved.
I would just like some clarification on that, please. Under comments on the building committee with Joy Shehevitz, it mentions that the new boiler will cost $43,000 and SES will reimburse the library $17,500. But since this is a legal document, it should have the exact amount. The
That
exact,
was the exact amount at that time.
I know at that time, well, can we discuss this?
No, it's just minutes. So that was what was said at the September 8th meeting.
I will correct that in the building committee.
Thank you, Joy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, are we ready for the roll call vote?
Yes.
I believe we are.
Okay. Jeriga,
Yes.
Dawson,
Yes.
Chehevitz,
Yes.
Peters,
Yes.
Priest,
Yes.
Hughes Grubbs, yes. That completes the roll call vote.
Thank you. The minutes have been approved. Thank you. And now we can go ahead to item 5. And thank you for straightening me out on the agenda. We'll begin with the building committee report as always. And for that, we call on Joy Chehevitz.
Let me start with what, John, every time I look at you, I see Deborah, and I almost say Deborah. You can change your name just so you
Never
know.
with a mustache.
So, if you'll remember, the boilers were put in too small. They had to, and that was discovered that SES, the engineers, made that mistake in their drawings when we had done some resizing and changing of the whole HVAC system. And we chose to add, we looked at several options and we chose to add an additional larger boiler to meet the specs we need to keep the upstairs warm. It was mostly the upstairs that was being affected. The total cost of that, the estimate was $43,700. And SES wrote us a check for $20,000. And Long Mechanical, because their original bid included the larger boiler system, also reimbursed us $11,600. So the library was left with a $12,100 cost. So we paid, less than a third of the cost of the new boiler system. And I do have to give credit to John because he pushed hard, because he does.
Yeah,
So they're already working on that. I don't know exactly where they are at this moment, if they've got the new boilers, because they had to order it and there's a lead time on it. Does anybody want to address that? Are the boilers here, Mary Jo?
They're not here yet.
Um,
I can't remember when they thought they were becoming.
Okay. So that was a very good, I think, solution. And I have to give credit to Dan and SES and O'Neill and Long Mechanical. Everybody was very straightforward in admitting any, possible blame and looking into where the issues were. And I think we were working with some fine folks. As of the building committee meeting last week, the curbs were poured, the sidewalks are almost done, the lot was ready to be paved. DTE was installing poles the next day. Then there will be a switch over of the electricity, but they did not know yet when that was going to happen. Has that happened already?
It has not happened yet. I think they have to notify the businesses, so it might be
Yeah.
until another week.
The light bulb pole, let me finish with DTE. AT&T has been contacted to get their stuff off the poles, and Comcast will likely be the last one off, and the last one off has to take the poles out. But we don't have any idea. As Jean said, it could be 2 weeks or 2 months, and more likely 2 months. The light pole bases were poured, and they were waiting for an adapter. A landscaper was supposed to be there, hopefully has been there.
They did do the bioswale and trees around the library.
Has he been there?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes,
Okay,
I was
good.
there today walking through and I noticed the bioswale was full of plants.
Yay.
yeah, it's been planted.
And
Yeah.
they're native plants,
Right.
bee-friendly plants, all kinds of pollinator-friendly plants. The pavers, they will / asphalt. I think of pavers as a different thing. So the asphalt was going to start this week. Have they started?
No.
They have not started yet.
So their process is they'll do 2 layers and then stripe it. And there's a 4-inch depth of asphalt in the drive lanes, 3 inches in the parking spaces, which really, it's like 14 inches of total construction depth on the drive lanes between the crushed stone and all this stuff. It's kind of amazing to me. So in the interior, the emergency response radio is working and functional, and the fire department gave its blessing. You know what? I didn't really understand this one. I didn't ask questions. CEI put penetration through the roof to put a cable for the antenna. What antenna?
I think that was for the radio system.
Oh, okay.
For the fire.
Long Mechanical is going to get the new boiler by mid-October. The expectation is gas would be down for a day for the switch. The safety cabling system for the vegetative roof, they have drawings done, and finally there was a lot of issues with this, but then that will make the vegetative roof accessible. The people who have set up the lighting for all of that cool LED stuff in the youth department is going to be doing some training for staff. There's one section that's having some intermittent problems, so they're still working on that. A glass display for 3D art is being put in, and there was not a consideration for lighting, but now there will be lighting for that, which they need. And they're adding exterior Wi-Fi under the canopy so that during COVID, while people are parking, they can use the Wi-Fi or in good weather sitting outside. They're also adding exterior Wi-Fi on the terrace. And they're going to put track lighting on the Fred C. Fisher painting. And someone already broke a spike on the children's fence. And I think that's it.
Question. Will that Wi-Fi work in the neighborhood? That was one of the complaints they made to the city, that they're paying their taxes and they can't use the Wi-Fi in the neighborhood.
They're paying their taxes for a library, not neighborhood Wi-Fi.
I know, but that was for the
If
city.
we want neighborhood Wi-Fi, that requires more than the library's taxes.
Joy, I did not write the script. I'm just reading.
Well,
Answer my question.
I'm not sure if it's going to go all that way.
Okay.
But we have wireless hotspots now that they can come and check out.
Okay, good.
Is it only on when the library's open, the
No,
Wi-Fi?
it's on 24/7.
Oh, okay.
and remember, the branch also has external Wi-Fi. 24/7. All right, that's all I have. If anybody wants to add to that. All right, any questions?
I don't remember anything more. John or Mary Jane, anything more? Was very thorough, Joy.
Good, Joy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Helps when I can find my notes.
It went very well. And Mary Jo, is there anything about the Sumter branch to tell us?
Well, we are open now 2 days a week at the Sumter branch.
Okay, I thought so.
Mhm.
Okay, good, good.
Has that been in the paper?
Yeah, has that been people been notified?
I'm pretty sure, I thought we sent out the publicity, but I want to double check on that and get that out again. I know we put it on our website and the internet and everything. I'll double check on that. We-
Yeah,
Going kind of slow at first to make sure that everything was working out okay, but not
good.
advertise it copiously.
Well, good. We're slowly but surely, we're moving back to getting things going as well as they can during COVID. Is there anything else for the building committee? I don't have.
Just a real quick question. Are we going to keep that 11 o'clock open time for the foreseeable future?
I'm hoping to expand our hours. That's the next thing we're working on.
Okay.
Okay. I think the next items might go quickly. The other committees, I will call on the chairs. Bylaws, John.
I have nothing.
Finance would be Tanya. Tanya's not here, but that I know of, there's no report. Mary Jo, there's,
No.
okay. And then marketing, Elma.
Yeah, no report at this time.
Sharon Freeze.
Oh,
Oh, there she is.
okay. And then personnel, Linda.
No report. There's nothing I should be doing, is there, Mary Jo?
Not yet.
Okay. You'll let me know.
I tried to
Yeah.
steal one of your personnel. Did you hear about that?
What
I'm
did you
sorry.
say?
I tried to steal
What'd
one.
you say?
I tried to steal one of Belleville's personnel for IPSI.
Oh,
He refused.
They've got a brand new library to work in.
Yep. I didn't blame him.
and then the last, it is the policy committee, Mary Jane.
I don't have anything to report.
Okay, good. I didn't think everybody's been working hard on all the rest of things, so we're all doing well. Now we're back to the agenda items, and we're to item 6, which is the approval of accounts payable. And those are listed in your packet, and it is another item that will require a motion and a vote.
I'll make a motion to accept accounts payable as presented.
I'll second that.
It's been moved by Dawson and supported by Juriga that our accounts payable be approved. This is the time for any questions or comments, and then we have to take a roll call vote. Any questions?
No.
Hearing none, I will call on our secretary, Alma Hughes Grubbs, to call the roll.
Okay, Juriga,
Yes.
Dawson,
Yes.
Chehevitz,
Yes.
Peters,
Yes,
Priest,
Yes.
Hughes Grubbs. Yes.
good. This motion carries with no dissenting votes. So now we move on to the director's report. Mary Jo?
Okay, and we have entered into the second part of our grab and go phase. We have our second floor open now. We have the branch open 2 days a week. People can come check out books. They can make an appointment to use the internet. We also have a couple of workstations that are for express use where they can come in and use them. If there's availability on the computer, people can walk in and make an appointment immediately. So far, it has not been a problem. We kind of rolled this out slowly and did not majorly advertise it to begin with because we wanted to make sure that everything was working out okay. And at the time, we've been under a 25% occupancy limit, so we wanted to make sure that we were able to maintain that. With the executive orders going away and the state health department orders taking their place. Our occupancy is actually a little bit better now. It's going to be 50%. So I feel pretty confident in advertising these services. My next goal is to staff up a little bit more and get us open our regularly scheduled hours. And that's both at the branch and at the main library. So, and to recap, that was 10 to 9, Monday through Thursday, and 10 to 5 on Fridays and Saturdays. So hopefully in the coming weeks, we will get back into that schedule again. Let me find my written report. Bear with me here. We're a little bit ahead of the curve in allowing people to come and browse. A lot of the other libraries around us are not quite at that point yet. Romulus, I believe, is just opened or is going to be opening for limited lobby service. People can come pick up their holds and fax and scan. Joy, am I correct in saying that Ipsy's still doing curbside?
We're doing curbside. We had one low-key pop-up library outside browsing, and we're going to continue to do that. Our numbers are twice as much as yours in our service area.
For COVID?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's taking it slower.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Canton Library too, I believe, just started with the doing some browsing inside. So we're in good company here.
I saw where I think it was Southfield had to close down temporarily because of a COVID.
I believe they had a staff
case.
member who tested positive, so they've closed and
Yeah.
caution, figure out what their next steps are. So,
Well, I'm glad that it's been going so well for us, and we are a little bit ahead of the curve.
I missed that. Were they actually open to the public?
I just saw the email today that they're closing at least for 24 hours until they figure out what's going on, possibly for longer.
Okay.
A lot of libraries kind of have a variety of plans in place, but basically cleaning the building, notifying other coworkers that may have been in contact. I have not heard of any spread within the library, so I think all of the protocols in the library make a huge difference. So actually, washing your hands and wearing a mask and using hand sanitizer and so on. It really nips things in the bud.
Well, as always, our kudos, not just to you, Mary Jo, but to the entire staff for the success that we've had with moving along smoothly so far. And I know that it's a constant issue with you to keep on top of it. We do appreciate that.
And we're getting back into doing some of our online programming. So now that fall has hit.
Okay.
Do you have a projected date on when there might be at least one chair on a table so people can sit and read or go through a book? Like, that's my style.
It's something I'm in discussion with our reopening committee.
Okay.
We have all
Can you
that.
bring your own chair?
No.
We have all that beautiful new furniture.
I know we want to keep people safe and
I know.
separated. So it's kind of a fun, So we're working through some things with that.
I had somebody ask me that when I told them that you could go in and browse. Well, and sit down. No, there's no chairs available.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if I brought my own? I don't think that's going to work.
Well, thank you. Any more questions for Mary Jo? We're moving along tonight. That's because so that Mary Jane can go back to being on vacation and Joy can go back to work. The next is trustee comments. And so let me see. I'll start with you, Linda. We haven't started with you for a while.
Okay. Well, I've been in the library 4 or 5 times since the last meeting, and to get a book or, just various things. And every time I've been in there, everybody's been so helpful and welcoming. And sometimes the people didn't know that I was on the board or that anything. And I was just really impressed with the staff, and keep up the good work.
Mary Jane.
Actually, I'm not on vacation, Sharon.
Oh, oh,
I guess you missed that part.
I did. I must have. I thought anyway.
No, I was looking for a background and I had taken, or my grandson sent me that picture, so
Oh,
that's why I
see.
used it.
So
yeah.
you're right here in beautiful Belleville?
Yeah, we went away for the weekend, but I'm not in Colorado.
Oh, well.
I don't really have anything to say. I know you're all going to go out and vote, and I know you're going to vote for the 3 people that need to be reelected, and also for Tanya. People have been asking me, so who should I vote for? And I said, all I can tell you is that 3 of them are already on the board, and I want them back. and then I give the 3 names. So that's it.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, but we agree with that. Joy? Joy,
She's
you're
got-
on mute. You're muted, Joy.
Sorry, we're getting our blinds. Our blinds have not been cleaned in 20 years. And we got painted in our building, and the blind guy is working overtime to get them done today, and he was hanging them. They were filthy. I just want to thank everybody. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this in a board meeting, but for your extra help making sure things got put together, and for your support. I think that is all.
Good. Alma?
Just a second. I'm just typing this real quick.
I have a
Okay.
quick question about the parking lot. I'm just amazed how big it is. How many cars can go in that lot?
92?
It's amazing how huge that. I had no idea it was going to be that big.
Well, remember, this was a shared parking lot for the city library.
And the city will be plowing the snow in the wintertime.
Oh,
No.
good.
Oh,
I think they do the alley, but we're responsible for the parking.
Okay, because I talked to Rick Rutherford the other day and he was concerned on how he's supposed to, all right,
We
fine.
don't want him to do it. We want to be responsible for that.
yeah.
I
We
didn't
want to make sure.
Good.
So Linda, just as a point of reference, where the current building sits now on the old parking lot, there were 21 spots.
Wow.
And then the few that we had in front of the old library building.
What a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have a community room that can fit 80 people, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
That's not a regular use. And all
The gathering place for the area,
Mhm.
as we had always planned.
When we can gather.
Yeah, when we can gather.
Exactly.
Now I think we're to John.
Yes,
John,
again, I would like to thank Barbara Rogel Miller for her article in tomorrow's paper. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I was happy to do it.
Good.
Okay,
Thank you.
Alma?
and glad you're back home safely, John. I have been in the library quite frequently just to keep up with little things that we're doing. Mary Jo and I have been working on with the architect on the details with regard to donor acknowledgement, which is moving slowly, but it's moving. And as Linda was saying, I'm very impressed with how well our library staff is operating, and especially given that we have so many new people. It is also, I don't know if, I guess everybody now knows that the city is now working on that plaza outside the old 4th Street. So getting in the library now is really a trick, but you enter from Roy Street, and we are still getting people in there. So when everybody's done, when we are done and the city is done, we will have really a lovely place, and one of these days we'll be able to celebrate it. That's pretty much all I have, and I'm seeing that it's only 8:07.
Wow.
And
That's a record.
Elma hasn't spoken.
Yeah, didn't you?
No.
Oh,
No.
Alma, she was typing. She was typing. I called on her. Alma, sorry.
That's okay. But I just wanted to say thank you for the letter that you submitted, Sharon, and
Oh.
also to Barbara. I thought that was very nice of you to take the lead on doing that. And for the people that are running, I wish all of us much success so that we can continue with the project that we started. And for MJ, thank you so much for everything that you did as well. And
Welcome.
go vote. Go vote.
Yeah. That's a lovely note on which for John to make a final motion.
Madam Chair, I make a motion that this meeting be adjourned.
Happy support for that. It's
I'll
not-
support that.
All those in favor?
No. Roll call.
We still have to roll call.
Oh, we have to roll call? Okay.
Hey, we didn't make the rules, okay? We're just following them.
Alma, we just keep on
Okay.
working
Okay.
you.
Okay. That's going to be, well, Jariga has spoken. Dawson,
Yes.
Chehevitz,
Yes.
Priest,
Yes.
Peters,
Yes.
Hughes Grubbs, yes, and good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you,
Good night,
everybody.
Thank you for coming, Barbara.
Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Barbara.
Have a
And
good evening,
nice to
everybody.
see you all the way from Colorado, Mary Jane.
Yeah, I'll bring